Hi guys, I'm Tyler.
I'm Josh.
Alright. Nice. Yeah, we'll stick with that one. Can't think about it. We'll go with it. So,
Yeah.
Greenland. Amazon Prime.
Mm.
Not Optimus Prime, Amazon Prime. This was your recommendation, Josh.
Well, yeah, and I got it recommended by my parents actually as well.
A little shout out.
I had seen it on. Little shout out, yeah. I had seen it on, but I just went, oh, I'm not too fussed about it. But when they said it was good, I was like, okay. So, yeah, it is, isn't it, mate? I really enjoyed it. I did. Right on the edge of my seat on that film.
Yeah, it was really good. Like like I said, some really good shots in it. From a filmmaker's point of view. I'm not saying that I am a filmmaker, but from one, I would say there's some pretty good shots. But there's some questionable CGI. But like you said, I think that's just down to it being a Amazon Prime production.
Yeah, exactly. It's an original, so you're not expecting much.
Um,
Is what it is, isn't it?
yeah,
Which I don't, CGI, I don't mind it being bad as long as it works. Then fine. Do you know what I mean?
I think one of the worst ones on it was when the plane crashed into the Snow Mountain, and he just got a shot of the Snow Mountain. It looked like it was done on paint,
Yeah.
like to try and
I
focus
don't
on
mind. I really don't mind.
that.
No, I'm not one of them people that are like, oh, CGI done this.
No.
You and Liam always bang on about it, but I'm actually not that bothered by it. I can stay immersed in the film, and the CGI don't affect really my filming experience,
No. Fair enough.
to be
No,
honest.
that's good.
But yeah, I really liked it. Which is exactly why I said, Tyler, you must watch this, mate. We've got to do a critical free on it, and so it is a critical free recommended.
Recommended. Nice.
Recommended. Would you say that? Would you say it's critical free recommended?
Yeah, I'd say it's critical free recommended. I'm just gonna have you just come and pop on the screen.
Recommended.
That's it. Exactly. I'm gonna have that. Yeah, so it's definitely a critical free recommended for the simple fact is my famous kind of what's it catches my famous line to what I say to when I've watched films is it's a Sunday afternoon film. You know what I mean, you stick it on a Sunday afternoon. It's if you're a fan of Gerard Butler, mate, and you don't fancy watching Phantom of the Opera, but you want a bit of an action film, stick this one on. It's really good. Like it.
If you like London Has Fallen and
Olympus.
all that, you like this.
Yeah. Don't expect what I did though.
Yeah, don't expect action like him coming to kick ass. It's not like that. But it's a different kind of. He's a family man now.
Think of War of the Worlds, Tom Cruise.
Think of War of the Worlds or The Impossible. If you've seen that about the tsunami, it's like that.
Yeah, it was one that, like I said, it was, it is very cliche. Is kind of what I said, and it follows that basic kind of end of the world, family trying to get to keep each other safe during a pandemic or whatever's going on, or end of the world scenario. But it's fun. It's a new film. Like I said, it's I don't know. You can't really say much more than that. Like there's millions of films like it, but it wasn't a bad one. It's got a good cast.
No. Yeah, exactly. So obviously now you know that we enjoyed it. So if you haven't watched it, go and watch it right now because we're about to go into spoilers. I think we're about to discuss some spoilers. Yeah. So the first thing I want to talk about when it comes down to the spoilers, Tyler. So 2 seconds, people.
Done.
All right. So those are people that stuck with us. I hope you thought it was a great film, and here's what we think of it. So I don't know why I did that. Like, breaking the camera and all that. Breaking the fourth wall.
Breaking the camera.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Yeah. The first thing I want to talk about, and normally it'd be the last thing you talk about, but I want to talk about the ending first of all.
Okay.
So the ending, of course, it ends where they make it to the bunker, uh, and then 8 months pass or
Nine.
whatever it is. I think it's 8 or 9 months into it. Yeah. And they come out, and it's just a dystopian world. And then you have like a bird come over. All right, that's the end. What do you think of that?
Now, I remember you mentioned saying, oh, because your words was, oh, it's good. I think you'll enjoy it, but I don't think you'll like the ending. I know you. I don't think
Mm.
you'll like the ending. That's what you said. So
Yeah.
I thought, okay, I thought interesting. I thought it was going to end where it just went black and you had because the kid's like, oh, where's the, the light flashes before your eyes scene, because he mentions that. And you have these flashbacks, so you get these flashbacks. And I thought it was going to end there. I thought, don't end
Yeah,
there
so did I.
because it's going to be, what is it? I thought it was going to be one of the films where did they survive or did they, or did they all die? It's just, you get to decide. And I
Yeah.
thought, don't do that because I don't want to decide. You're not that kind of
Yeah.
movie. You know what I mean? You are not that kind of movie.
Yeah.
I've not enjoyed it enough
Yeah.
for me to make that observation. And then
Yeah.
it shows you Sydney, Paris. So you think, oh shit, the world's gone to shit. Now I'm
Twice.
yeah.
Put £2 in the swear jar
Oh,
there, mate.
I totally forgot where I was. I was getting deep conversation. Don't matter. Don't worry about it. I'll post it over 10 o'clock. So anyway, yeah. So it went to crap, and obviously they opened the bunker. Like I said, you've got some questionable CGI, but you get the gist of what they're showing. I liked it. I'm kind of glad that they've kind of gone. The radiation's gone because what would have happened if it worked? If it did happen in real life, that's what would have happened. They would have to, monitor the level of radiation, make sure it was low enough, and then they would release us back into the world as to try and rebuild. Because what else would you do? So I really like that. The only thing I didn't like was actually the birds. When you saw them 2 birds, and there was all, oh, look at that, it's a fucking bird. I swore again, bloody hell. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, you didn't need the bird. What about you?
Yeah, the bird was. I get the representation of the bird, that it's like, oh, we can live here
Tweet.
because there's birds. Yeah, but it's just like, it was just like, that was a silly thing to add to it. I don't feel like you needed
What,
that.
the birds or the bit where they open the gate and like, oh, ooh.
Oh, the birds. Yeah, you needed the ending. You needed the ending for sure. Like you say, I sat there and I did exactly the same as you, and I went, don't end it here. I haven't watched this whole film for it to go, oh, you decided. No, not a chance. Yeah, I was exactly the same as you. And I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they moved past that. But I just thought that maybe, I don't know why I said to you that I don't know if you'd like the ending. Maybe it's because I wanted you to think that it was going to be that ending with the flashbacks. But no, I don't know. I just, when I watched the ending, I was like, okay, but I didn't really get like oh yeah, that was alright.
It,
you know what I mean?
it was one of those where I was sat there thinking, you sit there thinking, what the hell are they going to do? Because like there's nothing really. There's nothing, and then obviously you start hearing that other bunkers throughout the world are in the exact same situation. So you know that there's population, but it's like I said. Obviously, it's, apparently, if you actually listen to the numbers, it's worse than what Thanos did. Thanos only wiped out 50%. This apparently wiped out 70%. So it was less than what it was about.
Right.
But at the same time, I was also sat there thinking, if this was to happen in real life, there'd be no other way. You would have to be sent, right, well, go and we've got to rebuild, and this is how it would start. It would start by coming out of the bunker, let's speak.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was interesting. I'm glad that they showed them coming back out, because a lot of films like that, or even like zombie ones, where they get to the bunker and they got there's a hiding space. They either end it where they make it and it just goes to black, or they end it and they get there and the bunker's already infested. Do you know what I mean? So that kind of end of world bunker kind of situation, they actually make it, they survive it, and then they kind of go back out for the aftermath.
Do you know what I think? And maybe a point where I think would have been not a better ending, but just as good as, well, as good as an ending, if you like, is if they had the radios going, showed more of the images of the dystopian world, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Because if there's radios going, you know that they survived anyway.
Yeah.
Rather than them showing it and showing everyone coming out and then the CGI not being that great and things like that, and then the birds whole thing.
The bird thing it's not a big deal, but it was one of those, like, because he looks at his wife smiling, oh, a bird. I don't think you would have done that. I wouldn't have anyway.
I don't know, would he? So you put yourself in those shoes. So you've been in a bunker for 9 months with only humans about. You know there's been an explosion up there, right, or whatever, meteors come down, right? You don't know if there's any other life. Okay, you come out, and then you see there's another life form. We're not going to be just humans on this planet.
No, but what would have been more impressive if we saw a big flock of birds, like you did when the bomb.
Yeah.
Then I would have gone, shit. They've made it. There's quite a few there, rather than just seeing 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, couple.
They've got Adam and Eve.
You know what I mean? There might be a guy in that bunker who was single. He's just seen he's got a partner. Been there for 9 months. I've not managed to get anyone. There's no one out there. No one out there for me now.
The birds are 2 males,
Well,
2 male birds. That's
even
it.
Worse, isn't
can't
it?
Reproduce, and that's end of the bird species right there. They get gassed about seeing some birds, but little do they know the 2 males and
But
that's birds
I
we're going
bet
to
you
see.
if you started looking around on the ground, you'd see a few ants and bloody insects. I'm sure they was alright. It wasn't exactly. It wasn't great, but I don't think it was nuclear, was it?
Well, so obviously they referred to in the film to the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And it wiped out it's bigger than the one that wiped out the dinosaurs and stuff. All right. Obviously, we know that there are still some prehistoric things that did survive that meteor.
Yeah.
So, such as crocodiles and jellyfish. Yeah, jellyfish are one of the animals, but them around the longest. So, you kind of knew anyway that something would survive, and it's nice that the human race did. Now, as well, also, of course, this film was set in America, wasn't it? All right, in Florida or just outside Florida, Atlanta.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Like
that. Yeah. And the big one is set to hit
UK,
Europe
and UK. Yeah.
So I was just thinking, I was sat there and I went, oh, I would have been screwed then. Nice.
Oh yeah.
I literally put it in here. I went, that's us all dead. Nice.
Yeah. Even if there was a bunker, we wouldn't have made that.
No. Well, I don't have a profession that gets me into a bunker. So I'm out of here. They don't need call centres, but where they're going, do they?
I'd get accepted into a bunker.
What, blinds?
No, I'm ginger. We're superior species.
Right. Okay.
I'll save the gingers.
Alrighty. Yeah. You know why I would get accepted into the bunker? What? Sheer talent.
No,
you don't get sheer talent like this.
Do you know why they would accept us both in? To do Critical Free podcast, to keep it going throughout the pandemic. Exactly right. Yeah. We would live on. It would be the biggest thing to come out after rebuilding. Earth point, what was it? Earth 0.2, or it is 2.0.
Yeah, 2.0. What there was another point in the film when I went, holy crap, and I can't remember what point it was. I'm trying to think now, but there was a point where I literally went, "Oh crap!" like that. Like it was like that big of
Was
a
it the
like
bit
a
where the first one hits,
bombshell.
where he sees like LA and it just lit it on fire?
Maybe, yeah, yeah, maybe, yeah, yeah. Because it was quite that was good CGI. I thought
I thought
there was some really good CGI. I thought in the film as well. There was some bad, but there was some really good
I
positive
I
CGI as
loved the
well.
bit where he goes, "All the sky's on fire," and you look up.
Yeah,
That was really good. That was all.
yeah,
Now I'm scared. You
yeah.
know.
And obviously you get the helicopters going past, don't you, at the
Yeah, that was
start?
really good.
Um, and then the birds go.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, another part that's quite. There's just so many intense parts in this film, which is what makes it great. Of course, you have the whole pharmacy
Yeah.
one, don't you?
Car
And
ride.
yeah, and the car ride. And I remember going to the pharmacy one in particular. I remember going. There's that guy stood there with a gun in
Mm.
there, and like she's like, "Oh, my son," and I was just going, "Let him go!" I was like, "Let him go, man!" Like getting proper into it, mate. Honestly, oh, it was that good. Honestly, it was that. I thought it was that good that I really got into it. And I was really like going, "Come on, man!" Ah!
Yeah.
Maybe that's because I'm on my own. I don't know, but I was getting gas.
Yeah.
I was
No,
losing the plot.
plot. No, I really enjoyed it. Like, obviously, I'm sure it was the guy. You know, the guy who kind of kidnaps the kid, and he makes that. Oh, I'm his father. Or he's actually, I'm sure he's actually Roy from The Office. Plays Pam's first boyfriend.
Yeah, I think he is.
Uh,
Yeah, I did recognise him somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's him. So yeah, I thought he was really good. Yeah, like yeah, it was a really good kind of outlook of if there was a crisis, this is how we react. Oh, pardon me.
I thought, right, personally, right, when we were initially like this, now we're initially talking about the film. I thought you were going to just go. Sorry about that. You were just going to go. It's completely unrealistic. I thought that's what you were going
Well,
to do. I thought you were going to be like, oh, the fact that she found the kid at the medical tents, like
yeah,
out of all of them. Oh God, it's so
the
unrealistic and all that. I expected that to be your stance, so I'm glad it
the
wasn't.
only
Because I'm glad you
the
enjoyed it.
only reason I thought maybe possible that she found the kid is that she knew that she kidnapped him to get on the plane.
Yeah,
So if she knew where that station was, if he wasn't there, then there'd be no way she would be able to find the kid afterwards.
no.
But yeah, so I did actually think about that while I was watching it. To be fair, but yeah, like I said, it's
I thought everything was really well set up as well, wasn't it? Because there was obviously things that were purposely put in there to go wrong and to add these suspenseful things in, but there wasn't really like a point where you went, "Oh, that's just stupid."
yeah. Well, listen, the only bit that I didn't like about the film was the hammer scene where he kills him with a hammer. Just because it's
Yeah,
Gerard Butler, he's
but
too big. He's too like the bit was great. Like the bit where you see the truck swerving on the road, and then thought that was really good. And then he's fighting these two guys, these rednecks, and he gets one with the hammer, and the music's like it's just like, nah, I'm not believing that. I'm not believing that he's
but I
shaking.
don't. I think the music's like that because it's like he's. I think it's because he's the first person
But
he's
I'd
killed.
hope it would be
That's
Josh.
the sense that I got. Yeah, that's the sense I got. Is that is because that's what they say, isn't it? When you kill someone, you get this initial thing of like real shock, and you don't know what to do because you've just killed
That
someone.
it
So
gone.
clearly not paid enough for Call of Duty for my
No, well,
liking,
that's
mate.
me. At that point, I would have been like, "Look, mate, you've just tried to. I've got my kids' insulin here, right? I'm going halfway around the world. Well, I'm not going halfway around the world, but I'm going halfway across America. I'm stressed out. I don't know where my kid is. You've just tried to beat. You've potentially been hitting me. We've crashed this truck because of you two. Nah, I'm not. I'm glad he's gone. That if I was your brother, that would have been me. I
Yeah,
would have
but
been like, oh, I'm shaking. I feel sick inside. I'd be like, I need to get to my wife and kids. He deserved
I
that.
don't think he intentionally swung it to kill
No,
him, did he? It was it was like a lash, it wasn't even probably even looking. He just kind of lashed it, and it did actually
yeah.
hit him, and that was like the shock
I, I,
because he was raining it around to keep them away, not necessarily kill one, and then he does kill one, and it's a bit
I
like
think if the character was played by someone who's a bit more skinnier, a bit smaller, and a bit more of your looking average day kind of person, like Gerard Butler's character, even though he's a family man, he kind of looks like if someone's going to get his family's way, he's going to put you on your ass. But he don't. But he don't. He hits him with hammer, and that's it. It usually goes into yeah, what have I done?
So you're saying put Tom Cruise in
No,
there?
no, no. Put like Edward Norton. He could have been a bit sick after that.
Right.
He's small, he's skinny. He's a bit like, what have I done?
Yeah, but I feel like it still stands because he's a family man and he's not. You acting like he's like the guy out. He's settled down with a family after he's protecting the
He
president.
is.
That's what he has.
He is. That's exactly what Greenland is.
It's not the same film. It's not the same
It
film.
is. He took a job in construction. He built America. He can build it again.
But it is really good. So go and watch it. If you haven't and got to this point and listen to all the spoilers, you absolute crazy person. Go and watch it. And if you've already seen it, go watch it a second time.
No. If you've already watched it, leave a comment below and let us know what you thought of it. What did you think of the hammer scene? Is it a Sunday afternoon film? Is it up there, and is it critically recommended?
Here's the question then, right? So if that was in the cinema, yeah, and you went to go and see it in the cinema, would you have gone, "Oh, I'm glad to see that in the cinema"?
No. I
See, I would,
enjoyed
I
that.
would,
I enjoyed watching that at home on my
yeah.
big telly.
But I would, if I went to the cinema, I wouldn't have come out of there and gone, "Oh, I could have just watched that at home." I would have been like, "Yeah, that what, that was really good. I enjoyed that time
if
out."
it was
Time out the house.
if it was a Sunday afternoon and it was quiet, and I thought I've not seen you in a while. We're not met up. We're in town. I thought, what?
You and your Sunday
It's a Sunday
afternoons,
afternoon
mate.
film, mate. I would not. I'm watching that on release. It won't be one of them. Even you weren't gonna watch it on release. So if I bumped into you,
Obviously,
so you know what? It's 12 o'clock. It's 12:1. I'm not really doing out. Not much on. Greenland's on. It's got Gerard Butler. It looks quite good. Walked in. We would have left cinema about half 4. Whatnot. I thought I enjoyed that. It was quite nice.
okay, fair enough. Just thought I'd ask that question because that kind of like puts the film on a tier, doesn't it? Then it takes it out of probably the top 7 to like 1 to 7.
Yeah.
What would you rate it? We've never done it. We have done it, but we've not done it recently. What would you rate it out of 10?
It would taken into everything. So storyline, effects, acting.
The film, the film. What would you rate it out of 10? Yeah. So if you were IMDb and you went, "Oh, we're going to give it this," go on. What would you give it?
I would probably give it a 7 out of 10. So I'd give it a good.
Okay, well, by the looks of things, it went really down well with the audience because the audience rated it 79%.
So it's close then, 7.
So like 8, yeah. Well, 79%. So they rated it basically an 8 out of 10. Whereas critics, they rated it a 6.
See,
a 6.4.
I did
out of
almost
10.
go 6.5, but I thought I won't be too harsh because although the only thing is I did pick my phone up a lot throughout the film. I was on my phone. I was on my phone quite a bit.
I feel like I do that. I pick my phone up during a lot of films though.
The difference is, like, I'm saying this because me and Josh have not long to watch Bachelor Party, but it's a bit different because I really like that film and I grew up watching it. I didn't pick my phone
I did. Oh, mate, I was on my phone the whole way through. I'm not gonna
See, I
lie to
was
you.
with Greenland.
Yeah.
Apart from the beginning bit. And,
Yeah.
about first half an hour I didn't pick it up. I don't know, ordered KFC for, where was it? I was watching me Uber driver more than anything.
In that sense, and I'm actually disappointed in you. But on that note, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the film as well. And like Tyler says, leave in the comments down below what you thought of the film, and if we missed anything off this review, let us know. And we'll have a conversation in the comments down below. But appreciate it very much, and we'll see you in the next video.